What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We got the coffee in the background. Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back for another live stream session today, guys. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me today. For those of you who joined me in the past, thank you for joining me again today. For those of you who are just joining me today, well, thank you for just joining me today. For those of you who will continue, thank you for joining me in the future. And for those of you who are just stopping by, thank you for stopping by. As well as those of you who are just going to be able to watch the replay version of this videos, I want to make sure I give you guys a shout out and say thank you to all of you guys, because it is very helpful what you guys are doing. Helping me build this channel brick by brick is not the easiest thing in the world, especially when I have a bunch of other things going on that I have to get done at the same time. This week is a very complicated week for me, and it's going to be complicated through the month of November, and that is what it is, guys. But I just want to say thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting me, and I hope that you will continue your support for me as I move on into the future and try to transition to getting the third thing, which is the most important thing done for the channel. So for those of you who have not seen the channel before, I'm going to go over my spiel real quick. It's going to be as quickly as I possibly can. So the channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream. The live stream is broken down into 2 parts. First part is the practice session. The second part is the improvisational section. The practice session is about me practicing. It's about you practicing. It's about us practicing together, because everybody knows practice sucks, and nobody wants to do it by themselves. So I figured, it'd be easier if we just did practice sessions live stream, and so that people can see it, and we can work together, and we can build our practice sessions centered around us getting better. The whole object is for us to get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. We do that following this basic structure. We're going to do warm-ups, scales, chords, different chord progressions, different chords and voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, as well as different licks of the week, and different cover songs to help us build our repertoire. And we're using it as our foundation to do the second thing, which is to create the best improvisational music that we possibly can. Now, we're doing improvisational music. I'm going to be improving on the live stream. I'm going to be playing against backing tracks that are open licensing. Their licensings are free. So, and my hope is that you get to judge me, sit on your throne of judgment, let me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing okay. You can tell me whether or not things are going well or things are not going well. And with that in mind, I just ask people to go ahead and just judge me for what that is, and allow me to do the things that I need to do to get where I'm trying to go by commenting in real time about whether or not, about my skill set. It's my hope at a certain point that you will feel not only comfortable but confident enough to where you can upload music yourself using the backing tracks that I have, that you can record yourself using playing against these backing tracks. And once you record yourself playing against these backing tracks, you upload that video to YouTube, share it with me, and obviously only with your permission, I would like to discuss it at the very least on the channel, to talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I've attacked the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to attack the fretboard a little bit differently. So what I ask people to do, at least during this period of time, is just to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. The third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. The whole channel is about me using this, using my skill set as a guitar player, using my understanding of the fretboard and my understanding of music theory, as basic as it may be, to create the best music I possibly can in Logic Pro X. Again, I have not done that yet, but that's stuff that I'm working on as of right now. 100% of the music I'll be putting out, obviously, in the very beginning is going to be absolute dog shit. That is what it is. That's just a part of the process, guys, and I want you to understand that that just is what it takes. Perfect practice makes perfect, but practice also makes perfect. So in order for you to get better, you have to practice. So I'm going to post music every single day, trying to put out 100% of the stuff that I put out is obviously going to be in an effort for me to get better. Whether I'll be singing, songwriting, writing guitar parts, different synthesizer parts, sound design, things of that nature to get better at that. The second thing, or 100% will be for me to get better. 90% will be for my own personal projects. The other 10% of that will be split into 2 parts: music I'm creating for other individuals I work with online, or just like people relevant to do songs. And also I'm working with what do you call that? Short film creators who are looking for music that has open licensing, but also things that are original works for their music. It's a win-win situation. I help them out. They help me out. It's win-win. They help me out with, by getting notoriety and working with different people, and also getting to use my brain to do different things. And, I get to help them by creating something for a project that they're doing that's, something that they really want to do. So that's great. The fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel still serves for me as where I've been and where I am and where I'm trying to go sort of situation, because I save all these videos. And I ask people to comment on real time as constructive criticisms, because when I go back and watch the videos, which I do from time to time, like I did earlier today, and I go back and see what are things I can do differently, things that don't cost any money, but things that cost money. You're welcome to make a list in the chat section or send me emails, let me know what I can do to get better, to make the channel better. Like lighting and things of that nature that will cost money are things I clearly cannot add to the channel right away. But if they're things that are simple fixes, like maybe change your OBS, or maybe change the setting on the OBS, or maybe do this, do that, those are things I can change right away. So I ask people to make sure that they are commenting in real time so that I can know these things and I can go back, look at them, and it saves me a little bit of time on the back end. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you find anything that I'm doing worthy or fun or interesting, or you just want to see a guy accomplish some of his goals in his life. I ask you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because it allows me to do the second thing a little bit less, but I'm still going to do some of these things, but just less. The second thing is basically because I'm not a part of the YouTube partnership program, I don't have enough subscribers, nor am I part of the the Amazon affiliate program because, again, I don't have enough subscribers. I ask people to go ahead and donate to my coffee account. That's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. Again, ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I will make that the link available in the chat, provided you'd like to donate. You can donate as little as €1 or more to the channel, provided you want to do so. The second way to help out has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm trying to build here. But it does have to do with some side projects that I'm working on, which is to get involved in the cryptocurrency space. If you'd like to help out in an indirect way to help out with the channel, using my referral links to sign up for any of the 4 platforms I have available of the cryptocurrency centralized exchange platforms will inevitably help this channel out, and I will tell you how. When you sign up using my referral links, they will offer you these perks and benefits that they would normally not offer you unless you got a referral link. Signing up with these perks and benefits will inevitably help you. They will give you $20 cash back, or $100 cash back, or $100 off trading fees, or $50 cash back, whatever it may be. Okay, I'm not sure because the promos change all the time. Whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And because I'm using 15 to 20%, or the equivalent of anywhere between $50 and $100 to reinvest back in the channel, that is how it helps out with the channel. My goal is obviously not to use my cryptocurrency account to help invest in this channel, because this channel is I'm building this business, and in order to build a business, you have to make it self-sustained. So injecting money from other businesses doesn't make sense, which is why I tell people, if you want to get involved, either donate or get involved in the cryptocurrency link, or tell your friends so that I can get enough subscribers so I don't have to do this part anymore. But again, that's how it helps out with the channel. I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains next year, well, up to $100, to reinvest back in the channel. I will be making a list of things that people can vote on that I will be purchasing when I make the announcement on January 1st, 2026. Now, with that being said, guys, the third thing is really the easiest way to help out with the channel, outside of obviously liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel and obviously commenting, is to subscribe to me across all platforms that on which I'm available. I'm available on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. I am not active on my Twitch account at the moment. I'm not active on my TikTok account as much as I should be. I'm very active on Facebook and Instagram. But whether I'm active on those platforms or not is irrelevant. Helping me grow those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to get started here. I'm going to go ahead and post the link to my coffee account right here in the description so that you have it. And then we can move forward. I'm a career. I don't know if this will let me open this because I've been having all kinds of problems with my computer. So I don't know what's happening right now. It appears that things are going well. It says it was buffering, so I don't know what that means. I'm just trying to copy and paste this link into the channel, so let me see if I can do that. It's buffering again, so I don't know. My computer's been acting up all day, and this is really a little bit more, at this point, it's a little bit more than mildly annoying, but it happens because I have an old-ass computer, and it is what it is. Guys, I have 3 things I would definitely like to say about this channel really quickly, if I may. Let me copy that. 3 things I'd like to say about this channel. Number 1, I do curse on this channel. I want people to know that up front because I don't want people to be like, oh, he says things like shit and fuck. Yeah, I do say things like that because that's how I talk in my normal life. I talk with my family like that. I talk with my friends like that. That's just how I talk. I don't direct it at anybody intentionally or personally to be mean, but I do curse on this channel. I want that to be known, and people I recommend on this channel will also curse. Okay, let me go ahead and post my look of the week. The, not my. I put the. Why is it the? Number 2, guys, I do not take requests on this channel. There's no problem, and there's absolutely no issues. I have no issues with anybody who wants to better themselves through doing cover songs. Anybody who sits on the internet and plays cover songs, it's not an easy thing to do. It just doesn't really coincide with what I'm trying to build for the channel. Like, I will be posting cover songs, but to sit on the live stream just to play cover songs, in my personal and my humble opinion, I don't think, and from what I've heard from other guitarists and other musicians, is not the best way to get better at playing your instrument, which is why I don't think it is a necessary thing I will add to my channel. I've talked about posting or making a list of things people can donate money to, okay? Like, I'm going to make a list of songs that have open licensing, things that I can play backing tracks on the live stream and still make money from, like by playing against them, because they would be original songs that I would be writing, just the backing tracks wouldn't be original. So people can donate based on varying degrees of difficulty of the songs. And so I've discussed that, and I'm juggling with that idea. That makes sense because I'm trying to become a better improvisational musician, because I think that that's an extremely important skill to have as a musician. But again, I don't just sit here and take me. And again, I reserve the right to change my mind, but as of right now, I don't see that happening. I don't see that as being a big part of the channel, is just sitting here playing cover songs. But again, there's no problem with people who do it. And lastly, if you have any questions that really are going to take more than 15 or 20 seconds to answer, I ask that you just ask me on Instagram or on Facebook or whatever medium you choose outside of the chat or in the chat, but understand that if you're going to ask me questions that are going to take a long time, I'm not going to have time to get to them right away. So let's see. We put up the lick of the week. We put up the coffee account thing. So, oh yeah, last... Happy Wednesday, y'all. We're going to get started up in here. I'm going to post this. I'm going to pin this message up here so that you can see it. So now y'all can see it. And we're going to get started here today, guys. We'll start with this metronome right here. If you guys could let me know if it's lagging, because I've seen it lag a little bit. I've heard it lag, and it's been really annoying because I've worked really, really hard to make sure, not really hard, but I've worked hard enough, more than I should have, to try to figure out this lagging issue, and I don't know what it is, because at this point, I can bet the house on it that it's not me. It is not me playing behind the beat. I've been playing against this metronome. I've been trying to do this, and I heard it yesterday when I was playing the O.D. Polyphia cover song, and it feels like either I was dragging, it felt like I was dragging. The section I saw, it felt like I was dragging. And I can assure you I'm not dragging in real life. I'm playing very much on top of the beat, so I don't know why it's coming out delayed. So when I put my microphone up, when I finally get that thing fixed up and put up, which won't happen until next week. I was going to try to do it this week, but I've got too much stuff I got to get done this week. We'll see how that works out. We're going to try it, see if the sound quality is different when it's coming from the computer and into the computer and not outside of the computer and recording the sound back into the computer versus just it being in the computer. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's really annoying. We're going to start with that exercise, the alternate spider picking exercise, where we stay in the same place. We try not to muffin top, and we try not to hunchback of Notre Dame by shutting our eyes. Just got to make sure the sound's on. It is cold. I should say that. Not as good as I wanted it to be. We're still working on, still working on it. It's always going to be a work in progress. Cold hands, is never a good recipe to starting off exercises. So, but considering that we call this exercise the warm-up, it's called a warm-up for a reason. You got to warm up those hands, got to warm up those thingies. Make sure that you are doing the right things. Make sure it's sounding good and sounding clean so that they don't get rigid on you. Yeah, rigid, that's the word I want to use. 190 beats per minute, John Petrucci bite a mosquito style exercise at 190 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. last one sounded a little bit better, but it sounded a little weaker in the beginning of the exercise. I'm not sure why that is. We're going to the alternate spider picking exercise from the 1st to the 16th fret at 190 beats per minute, guys. Let's get it going. Couple problems here and there. It's sounding cleaner and cleaner, but there are a few problems in there that need to be fixed. Guys, we're going to get right into the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret before we move right on to the, you guessed it, sweep picking exercises. Place today instead of yesterday stopping early. We're going to take the tempo down, guys. We were down to, I want to say 150, I think we're doing 150 and 170 beats per minute where we work on the Brandon Dion sweep picking exercise. I'm going to turn down the volume here real quick just to make sure I'm not blowing people's eardrums out they face holes, because it does happen sometimes, guys, and I apologize for that because I am absent-minded often because I'm thinking of 15 different things at once. I think it's I have adult onset ADD. That is probably a true statement. Again, no disrespect to people who've been diagnosed with ADD. I have not been diagnosed. I'm scatterbrained, so sometimes I often forget things like turning down the volume and blowing people's eardrums out of their face holes. Shout out to you guys who are here. Thank you for being here. If you haven't done so already, I would like to take the opportunity to go ahead and like and comment, subscribe to the channel. It's easy, it's free, and it helps me accomplish my #1 goal of making it net zero. For those of you who don't know what I mean when I say net zero, I mean making it as free for me as I'm already trying to make for you guys as possible. When I say make it free for me, I just don't want... I don't mind. I want people to make donations, obviously, but I just really want people to make sure that the money that I'm making from the channel doesn't come out of the pockets of ordinary people. That businesses or advertiser-driven revenues is how I would prefer to do it, or sponsorship deals is how I would prefer to do it. But again, I'm unable to do that because I don't have enough subscribers to get to the YouTube partnership program. So, got to reach that 1,000 mark. I'm at like 87 or 88 today. So if you could help out with that just by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, or subscribing to me across all platforms, or just simply being here, guys. Thank you for being here. Let's get right to it. We are, excuse me. Brandon Dion exercise, #1. 150 beats per minute. Let me try to do this correctly. 150 sounded okay. Let's try to do it again at 160. Let's see if we can do it. Some of you are saying, 160, that's not a big jump. I know this. But going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beats per minute changes things. I don't care what people say; it does change things. There are people on the internet that do drums. They'll play drums and they'll show you the difference between what 1 beat per minute will do. And it's like after literally like 3 to 5 seconds, the change is the difference is drastic. 160 sounded pretty good. Again, I'm playing at 160 in regular time. I'm not playing in double time as I was beforehand because there were delay issues. I heard other delay issues the other day or 3 or 4 days ago when I was watching a video, and I'm still getting frustrated with it because I know for a fact that I'm playing on beat now. So I think it's maybe a regulation problem I've got to deal with in my OBS, or it's just the fact that I have to change my I've got to use the mic and I've got to do everything through my audio device as opposed to having one outside and one inside device. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll explain it for those of you who'd like to hear the technical aspects of it. Sound as clean as the one at 160, but damn if that doesn't sound good this week. Wow, that makes me feel kind of good because I've been working really, really hard on those exercises, and sometimes it just does not sound like it's coming out right. They sound pretty good. So I have to go back and watch the tape to make sure that the metronome, I'm lining up with the metronome. From what I've seen, it's not lining up, and I don't fully understand why, so I got to figure out that issue, guys. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see if I can go ahead and give y'all some of these wonderful little things. I wish there were more of these little icons. There just aren't. You know what I mean? No, that is not what I meant to do. Close button on this. Let me go with this right here. Why won't it let me? Alright, for whatever reason, I don't know why it won't let me. Well, let me send those from here. Okay, I'll send it from here. Shout out to all you guys that are here. If you haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you went ahead and liked and commented and subscribed to the channel. It's helpful. It's free. It takes 3 seconds, and it would mean all the world to me. We're going to start with this sweep picking exercise. Numero uno. We're going to do it at 150, 160, 170 beats per minute. I'm going to try to do this with my eyes closed so that I'm not staring at my fretboard and hunchback and Notre Daming it over here. So let's go. See at 100 beats per minute, that exercise needs a shit ton of work. Okay, it needs a ton of work, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, guys. And we have to have goals to work towards, and that's one of my goals: to make sure I'm not looking down, understand I'm doing the exercise to the best of my ability, and that's what really counts. 160 needs a ton more work, guys. We got to move up to 170. Let's see if we can get it popping there. Again, we're running through these exercises about 3 times a piece, guys. Shout out to you guys that are here. Shout out to all of you. Shout out you. That's for all you guys. Shout out to you guys for being here on a Wednesday, man. That's crazy. That's awesome, man. Hopefully what I'm doing is helpful and meaningful. And if it's any help to you, or you just want to see a guy accomplish his goals, I ask that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you can. Let's get it going. 170 beats per minute. Keep that clear. Needs a ton of work. 170 sounded like trash, so it's a good thing we went back slower. I might even have to drop the tempo next week to 130, 140. Well, maybe not 130. I might drop it to 140 and do 140, 150, and 160 as opposed to 150, 160, 170. So let's get right to it, guys. We're going back up the mountain. Back up the mountain? King of the mountain. We're going to work on these scales, guys. We're going to work on the D major scale, followed by the D sharp E flat major scale, and we're not going to Yonanda. Okay, so we're not taking the tempo down. We're going to stay at 190 beats per minute, and we're going to work on the minor pentatonic equivalents. Now, for those of you who don't understand this part of the section, really, this part of the live stream really sucks because we got to work on scales, chords, and find the note. And then the rest of it is fun. I have already posted the Instagram influencers. Maurizio, I think Maurizio, his lick of the week. So if you want to check that out, it's already in the chat. So, but we're working on this. We're going to keep working because that's what helps us get better as guitar players. Learning scales, learning chords, and understanding how those fundamental relationships work within one another. Let's get right into those scales and chords, starting with the D major scale. We're all going to do these, again, as I said before, all at 190 beats per minute. I'm going to not stare at my fretboard, and I'm going to keep my eyes closed. So understand, I'm not trying to do this to be a pretentious prick or a douchebag. I'm trying to do it to try to get better at not looking at my fretboard. So. Second position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. fifth position. Fifth position, D sharp, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D major scale. Sixth position, my bad. D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position. Oh, I'm sorry. Eighth position. No, seventh position. D sharp, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the D sharp, the D major scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Guys, we're going to get right into the D sharp E flat major scale at 190 beats per minute. Shout out to all you guys that are here. I'm not checking out the live stream. Oftentimes you're going to see that it's nothing personal. I just can't always check back on the live stream to see if people are here, see if people have commented. But I check from periodically. So again, if I'm not looking at the questions or not looking at the chat at the moment, please understand that that's just what it's about. It's nothing personal. Thank you guys for being here. You take the time to just go ahead and like and comment, subscribe to the channel. It would be very helpful, and it's free. It's helpful to me, it's helpful to the channel. So thank you guys for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, do that thing. 190 beats per minute. Gotta turn on the metronome first. Second position, D sharp, E flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D major scale. Third position, D sharp, E flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Fifth position, D major scale, D sharp, E flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, this is sixth position, my bad. Sixth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, D sharp, E flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute, guys. Let's get going. Again, I'm shutting my eyes just to make sure I'm not looking down at the fretboard, and even if I am looking down, I can't see it. I have a problem with staring over my fretboard, and I'm trying to break that habit, so. Position or the octave position of the D sharp, E flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Guys, we just finished up with those. We're going to go right into their minor pentatonic equivalent. So we're going to start with the D minor pentatonic equivalent, and we're going to follow that up with D sharp, E flat minor equivalent. This is not a contest, okay? If I'm playing at a tempo that may sound a little bit too fast for you, or this, that, and the other, and again, I know that there are possible delay issues that I've been trying to get done with. I don't know what that whole thing's about. Sometimes it feels like it's working correctly, sometimes it doesn't. This isn't a contest. You have to take the tempo down more slowly, guys. Take it down more slowly. This is about practicing, and we're competing against ourselves, not each other, okay? Competing against the version that you were yesterday. So if you are doing better today, or you're making an effort to listen a little bit better today, or work a little bit harder today on particular skill sets, you're doing a good job, okay? You're trying to be better than what you were yesterday, okay? And that requires attention to detail. It requires self-awareness. It requires a willingness to take self-criticism. And you don't have to be critical, like oh, I suck, I'm terrible. Like, just be like, oh no, I should work on this. I'm struggling with this. You know, being honest, but being truthful but kind at the same time to yourself about where you are. So, you know, let's work on that together, okay? And so I'm going to start with the D minor pentatonic scale, if my brain can remember where it is, and I think it does. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy hump day, y'all. That one. Second position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Again, my eyes are closed to make sure that I'm not staring down at my fretboard. Fourth position, third position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Y'all, let's go. Fifth position, D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. The sixth position, or the octave position of the D minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute, guys. Let's get it going. Finally, guys, we're at 190 beats per minute. We're going to go right into the minor pentatonic scales of the D sharp, E flat variety. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I can't see what my face is doing, so that probably looked weird. But anyway, shout out you. Shout out all you guys that have been here. I'm going to toggle back to the screen just to see if anybody has commented or said anything. I can't see if you've written anything, so I apologize if you have. I apologize. Yeah. So nobody's written anything. Great. Good news. Well, it's not good news, but I mean, it's just I didn't miss anything, so that's good news. Yeah. Last scale. D sharp, E flat, minor pentatonic scale. D sharp, E flat, minor pentatonic scale. Let's go. Second position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Position, guys. I'm sorry, that was really hurting my fingers or hurting my picking hand. Third position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all. Fifth position, y'all. D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. This is our favorite shape too. Face going. You did it. Which one were we at right now? 9, 8, 7, 6 position. There we go, 6th position. D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. I'm not weird. Scale section, and guess what? We don't need the metronome for this part because we're going to play find the note, which we're going to do the plus 12 minus 12 method. For those of you who've never seen it before, I'm going to go over it real quick. It's really not that hard. To find the same note on the same string, you either add 12 if it's below the 12th fret and add or subtract 12 if you know the note above the 12th fret. It is as simple as that, but that's how you find a note and its octave position on the same string. I cannot stress that enough. You cannot use the same fret position on different strings because they're not tuned the same. We are in standard tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E, and it would be the same if every string was tuned to E or the octave E, okay? So if every string was E, 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 the distance would be identical, or the position would be the same. The distance is going to be identical because that involves frequency and sound and the tightness of strings. It involves physics, okay? Now, I can't explain to you the physics part of it, but I can explain to you enough to understand frequencies, okay? The frequencies are doubled when you go one octave to the next. But the distance between the 12 distances, the 12 tonalities that we have physics-wise, make up the chromatic scale. The 13th position is the octave position. That's why you use plus 12 and minus 12. So you're using plus 12, so you're adding 12 to that particular number, which technically speaking is 13, because you're not including the number. Does that make sense? I don't know how to make that make sense. I'd have to just show it to you on an interval chart. But yeah, that's what it is. So we know where the D note is. Okay, we're in standard tuning. We're always going to be in standard tuning, guys, unless otherwise specified, which probably is not going to happen. I might do drop D, because drop D is not very hard. And I might detune it to, like, I might flatten everything, like take everything down a whole, like a half step or a whole step based on whatever I'm trying to do, but it might just be a song that I'm writing. 9 times out of 10, 99.999% of the time to infinity. So basically, I'm leaving an infinitesimal 1.0 0.00 infinitesimal % chance that I will change the tuning, but it's probably not going to happen. So we're in standard tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E, guys, and we know that the D note is on the 10th fret on the E string. You add 12 to that note, you get 22. You subtract 12 from 22, and you get 10. That's how you find its octave position above the 12th fret, which is here, and below the 12th fret. Find it above the 12th fret by adding 12 to the number, which in this case happens to be 10. Below the 12th fret, that's where the D note is. And to find the octave position of the D is right here on the 22nd. Add 12 to 10, you get 22. Subtract 10 from 22, subtract 12 from 22, and you get 10. It's that simple. So let's go. No, I do not have the courage or the faith in myself to really do this with my eyes closed yet, because it's really, really hard. That kind of interval is really hard. So going back to the top E string, we're at 10 and 22 as well. Because again, the frequency is doubled, but the distance remains the same between the two fret numbers. So 10 and 22. That's a physics thing. Again, I cannot explain the physics to you behind it because I'm not a physicist. I was actually terrible at physics. I was terrible at pre-calculus physics, which I took in high school, which was really hard. But once I learned calculus and it taught us that, it was much easier. But I'm still terrible at it. Now we're going to the A string, which puts us at 5 and 17 on the A string. Again, you add 12 to 5, you get 17. You subtract 12 from 17, you get 5. Guys, it's that simple. Are there any questions about that? Please don't hesitate to ask. There's not a lot of teachable stuff. This is kind of like a layup or like a free throws. There's not a lot of stuff I can teach you here. It's one of those either things you get it or you don't. It's not even a get it or don't get it thing. It's just really simple. Now back to 3 and 15. Again, if understanding the plus 12 minus 12 method is just different, then just add 12 to whatever fret number you're on. Or subtract it. Well, let me just say, just learn to memorize the fret numbers. That's the only thing I can say, is just memorize the fret numbers. If the plus 12 minus 12 is too confusing, or my inability to teach it correctly is difficult, go back to the A string, which puts us back to 10 and 22. Now we're going to go back to the low E string, which puts us back to 10 and 22 on that low E string. Go back to the 5 and 17 on the A string, and we're going to go to the D string. Because it's in D, we know that's already in D. All we have to do is play open. Open, and then 12. Why is it open to 12? Because when we play a note that's already open, like D or A or B, whatever note that is, if it's a regular standard tuning string, you just add 12 to that number, which we consider 0. 12 to 0 is 12. Subtracting 12 from 12 is 0. It's that simple. So back to low E string, which puts us back to, you guessed it, 10 and 22 on the low E string. Which puts us back to 10 and 22 on the high string. Then back to 3 and 15 on the B string. Then we're going to go to, you guessed it, 7 and 19 on the low E string. I'm sorry, 7 and 19 on the G string. Then back to open and 12 on the D string. Then back to 5 and 17 on the A string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the low E string. Then we're going to finish up here by doing this, by doing what I like to do. I love doing that. I don't know why. It's just sonically amusing to my ears, so I just do it. It has nothing to do with anything. Guys, we're going to go right to these chords. This is my least favorite part of the live stream. And being that it is the least favorite part of my live stream, like when I say something is my least favorite thing to do, but it's something that I want to work towards, I note that in my mind as something I have to do. Like, I don't want to go to the gym. I know that it's good for me. It's good for my health. And let's say in my family I have specific problems related to, let's say, heart problems. I have heart problems in my family. I want to reduce the ability of the probability that I will have issues relating to my heart later on in life. I'm just using this as an example, guys. I go to the gym. I know in my mind I have to go to the gym, but it's something I don't want to do. But in my mind, when it's something that I know I have to do, but it's something I don't want to do, that's in my mind. I have to change that into that's something I absolutely have to do. So with scales, with chords, for instance, I'll use this as an example. With chords, I hate doing seventh chords, which is why I do seventh chords twice a week as opposed to or twice, meaning instead of playing, I'll do major chords and minor chords, and then the next day I'll do seventh and minor seventh chords, and the next day I'll do augmented diminished chords. And instead of going back to the major chords, I will put the seventh and minor seventh chords in there because I need to double the frequency at which I do these because I suck at them and I hate them. And the reason I do that is because I know that I'm terrible at them, and because that allows me to know, I remind myself, dude, just because you suck at these doesn't give you the right to skip them, because it doesn't. Okay, you got to do better, and if you want to get better, you have to fight for those things. You want to make sure you don't have health issues. You have to go to the gym. You have to eat right. You have to do things that you don't want to do. But when those things that you don't want to do, that you know that you have to do, come up or they arise in your mind, you have to say to yourself, these are things I really got to do. So we're doing the seventh chords because I hate doing them. Believe me, I wish I could make these more fun for everyone because it would make my my live stream a hell of a lot more popular than just having people watch it for the boring stuff. But I want people to also, when they go back and watch these videos, hopefully in the next couple of months or couple of years, when they see here and say I'm AAA fucking awesome at what I'm doing and playing guitar, these are the bottom half of the minor seventh chords. When they see that I'm awesome at guitar, they're going to say, well, where did he start? And you guys are going to be able to sit there and say, look, he did shit he didn't want to do. At times he didn't want to do it. And so when people go back and watch these videos, you can see the progress of mentally where I'm at, cosmically, metaphysically, whatever you want to insert adjective here, whatever place you think I'm in mentally. Understand that I just want you to, I want you to see the process of doing things that you don't want to do, knowing that you have to do them to get to where you're trying to go. And that's what it is. And that applies really to anything in life. If you, a lot of times, 100% of the time, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do to get to where you're trying to go. But the difference is being the person who's willing to do that shit. That's my understanding of it. Being the person willing to do that is what separates people who get what they want and people who don't get it. Often. I wouldn't say that it's 100%, but you're probably up there in the high 70s, and that's a bet I would take, for sure. I'm not a betting man, and I'm not a betting man. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Guys, we're going to start with the D7 chords. We're going to start with the melody chords. Let's get it going. Happy Wednesday to y'all. If you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you took a second to like the video and maybe took the time to subscribe to the channel. Getting subscribers allows me to accomplish one of my goals of making this channel net zero. Net zero for me means that it is at no cost to you and that all my costs are covered. So I'm not making any money, but I'm not like spending any money. So basically zero. Whatever I've spent on the channel, whatever I have to put in for insurance to make sure all my stuff is in good condition or whatever can get taken care of when it needs to get taken care of, pay for my strings, pay for my picks, as long as like I'm not earning anything from it, but I'm getting to net zero, that is the first major goal. So that's why I'm asking people, I beg people to join the channel at the very least, so I can join the YouTube partnership program and become a part of the YouTube army, which would be great. It'd be great for me. Why is this? I'm asking why is this not working instead of why is my brain not working? Let's go again, okay? Let's go again, okay? Let's go again, okay? Let's go right into the inside chords that sound a little something like this, y'all. I don't know why this is. I keep saying I don't know why this isn't working. And it's like it's not that that's not working. It's my juicy brain. It ain't working. Sometimes you gotta let me know when the sound isn't on. So thank God it wasn't off for that long. Let's go again, okay? And then right here. One more time, okay? Let's try to get right here. 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 That's not it. Let's get right into the rhythm chords that sound a little like this right here. String chords that sound less than like this right here. Let's go again, okay? We're get right into the D minor 7th chords. Again, I get this isn't fun. It's not going to be fun. Okay, this part of this is not fun. Okay, learning these chords, learning these scales is an integral and is paramount to our progression as musicians. It's fundamental work. Okay, when you see professors that are teaching, or I don't know, teaching physics, like that work in labs. Okay, these people teach elementary physics so that they keep their base strong, they keep the foundation strong. Foundation is not something that you just build, it's something you have to reinforce. Okay, understand that. You see runners running They do all the leg work, like, they'll do simple workouts, simple plyometrics to get to that level. Those are basic things, and they'll do the same things every day because you have to reinforce the foundation. All right. So landscape shifts. You have to make sure your foundation always stays strong, just like a house. Okay. That's why we do this shit. It sucks. We know it, but that's the only way to it is true it. You know what I'm saying? I really like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys have more fun ways to learn this. I'm all ears. One more time, okay? Let's go right into the inside chords, guys. These are the D minor 7 inside chords. Let's go. It's the weirdest, like, chord feeling wise for your fingers. That middle one right there, this one right here is the weirdest fucking one to do. And I don't, it's like, cause it's like you're separating your finger, like you're doing the Spock sign but on guitar. So it's like, it's weird. It's a weird one. So I'm gonna write a song with that in it just to fuck with people because that song gets me every time. Let's go. That particular chord gets me every time. Wouldn't be to screw to fuck with people because it's necessary. It makes sense with the logical progression of how things work on the fretboard. One more time. Bottom 4 string chords, that sounds like this, right? Sure, if I can figure this churro out. Churro. let's get right into we finished those chords. Now we got to go to the E major, E, D sharp, E flat, major 7th, and D sharp, E flat, and minor 7th chords. D sharp, E flat, 7th chords, and then D sharp, E flat, and minor 7th chords. There are chords called major 7th and minor 7th chords, and to be honest with you, I don't be understanding no difference in between them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There is a difference somehow. These are the 7th chords. They're written differently for some reason, and I have to check back on what that is because there's an important and distinguishing factor between the two, and I just, for the life of me, cannot remember what it is. So let's check these out, right, sure? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to all you guys that are still here. Shout out fam, shout out you, okay? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Y'all so lovely. While you're on the clapping mood, why don't you give a round of applause for my band, Sexual Chocolate. That's from the movie Coming to America, the original, because I heard the second one was Trashilla. I didn't see it, but it is often the case that movies, when they come out with the second version or second in the series, it usually sucks. Because there's magic that you cannot recreate in the second one that's already in the first one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example where that isn't true. We'll get to these chords first, and then we'll talk about examples of movies that actually had a better second one than a first one. Inside chord. Go again, okay? Let's go right into the rhythm chords, guys. Oh, that's not right. It sounds like this. bottom 4-string chords that sound less than like this right here. Done here, guys. We're going to finish with the E minor 7th chords, guys, and then we'll get right into the lick of the week. If you have not seen it before, it is in the chat. Nobody has commented in the chat section today, so it should be visibly right in front of your face. You should be able to see it, so y'all know from that. Let's go. Inside chords, let's go. E flat, D sharp, E flat minor chords, minor 7 chords. Let's go. Well, that's not what it sounds like at all. That's not what it sounds like. It's right here. Guys, we've got 2 more sets of chords to go over, the rhythm chords and the bottom 4-string chords, and then we are done. Shout out to you guys who are here. Shout out all of you. Shout out you. Shout out you. Shout out you. Shout out you. It's hilarious and funny. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. Shout out you. Let's get it going full steam, guys. It's a Beastie Boys reference for those of you who like the Beastie Boys. New York rap. I think they're from Brooklyn. Pretty sure they are. Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but you know, not in the scheme of what we're trying to do here today. So, let's go. let's go right into the bottom 4 string chords, guys. We are almost done now. Okay, right now. Okay, now. This one's a tough one for me to do because. Inside my room, but when people are outside in the hallways talking, I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. And then the last chord is right here. Guys, we're done with these chords for today. We're going to get right into the lick of the week. I have it posted already. You guys can check that out. This is what it sounds like. So I'm going to play through it, which I hope it hasn't been playing this whole time. Otherwise, he's going to be rage. The idea for me today is just to memorize the song. I was going to try to work on the whole thing, but I think the best thing I can do is try to learn to memorize the song. So I think I have it all down. It's... This is the last part I'm trying to figure out. perfectly, but I do have it memorized, so I do know, well, I memorized is a strong word. I have I know where everything is. I know what sounds right and what doesn't sound right at this moment. So does it sound perfect? No. Does it sound like I know where everything is? You betcha. So that's a good thing. Guys, if you haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you just took a second to go ahead and like the videos. Maybe subscribe to the channel. It helps me get to that point that I'm trying to get to, which is net zero, meaning it's zero cost to me and it's zero cost to you as well. I'm trying to make at least the live stream version, the live stream part, the practice session of the channel, free for you guys. I don't know if I can do that for other things with the channel, but I'm trying to do that because live stream is already free. And I'd like people, I'd prefer not to ask people to donate to the channel all the time. It sounds stupid, especially knowing economically people are suffering, like beyond belief suffering. So it's like, if you could just subscribe to the channel so that this can come out of the pockets of sponsorship deals and advertiser-driven revenue than out of the pockets of the people, that would be helpful. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to present myself as a man of the people. I just don't. It sucks when you can't do stuff. Like, I would love to do this stuff if I was making enough money from my other job. I wouldn't even be talking about this, but... So anyway, it sounds like this. That's what it sounds like, y'all. So now that we finished that up, I'm going to go ahead and put in the metronome. We're going to work on at 90 beats per minute. My goal is right now to get all this other stuff together for the OD Polyphia riff. This is where when I watched back the other video, this is where it sounded like it was lagging. And I don't know why. Because it's not, I'm playing totally on beat, so... So I almost got those things together. They're not here yet, but we're still working on them. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow my goal is to tie both of those two things together so that I can have them fluidified and I can play them together. And then we will work on the second half, which I will try to find on the interweb, hopefully for next week. And I can't really do too much until Tuesday because I have a big thing I got to do at work. Guys, I'm gonna close out of this because we don't need this here, right, Chara? We're gonna go right into the backing tracks, guys. We're almost at the end of the session here. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play these backing tracks. We're going to kill it on these backing tracks. What we're going to do. Into that. That's what we're going to do. Play these backing tracks. Chords on this are D major, A major, E minor, and then G. So not the greatest one that I've ever done, but there were some things on there that I thought were pretty good, which was the things that I was trying to work on, which is trying to do more chord work, to work in and out of those scales and make them understand. So one of the things I was doing was, if you can hear this correctly, so I was playing like this. And I was trying to play these other chords and also hold on to those melody chords, or those melody notes too. Keep this everything centered around this one note right here. Really. So it's like, and then I think that minor chord right there really sets it off. It really sets it off. So let's try to get this other one, this last one. We're gonna finish this up. D major, A major, B minor, and G. So I'm going to try to do the same thing by centering it around this. Again, we're not going to knock it out of the park every fucking time we get here, guys. It's just not going to happen. Okay, our goal is to do the best job we can every single day and keep fighting to do better every single day. And the only way we can do that is by continuing to push ourselves. One of the things I was pushing myself on today was to make sure that I was not only playing chords, but I'm working in those notes to try to find a melody within those chords to understand those relationships better. So that was one of my major goals today, which is why that I was doing what I was doing, which is important because you have to have. And I struggle with this too. Sometimes I forget to make sure that I set objectives for myself for every little thing that I do, because making sure that I'm meeting those objectives, or if I'm not meeting those objectives, asking myself why I'm not meeting those objectives and readjusting my, not just my mindset, but my ability to do those things. That's what's important, guys, and that's what we're working on. So making sure that we're getting things done the way that they're supposed to be done, but also doing them in such a way that we're able to complete these exercises and to manage not only our expectation, but manage our capacity to play. Because sometimes we're playing and we're just not putting in the effort. We're not thinking of all the things. We're not holding the guitar right. We're not doing the playing against the playing with the metronome, but we're playing with the metronome, but we're relaxed days, but we're not playing against the beat. Practicing perfectly every single time is what gives you the ability to go live and to relax, because you have those skills so ingrained into your head. It should be just memory, muscle memory. That's how you want to get. You want to be so good at what you do that it just becomes muscle memory. It's just autopilot. Click. You have the nerves going on, but the nerves are offset by the muscle memory, and you just go into what you know. Okay? Guys, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for those of you who liked the channel, commented, and been here on the channel. I see we got about 40 plus views. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I want to say shout out to all you guys for being here. I don't go over my spiel at the end of every episode anymore, but I'm going to see if I can do it in 30 seconds. Let me see if I can do it in 30 seconds. First of all, thank you for joining the channel. This channel is about me creating music. It's about me improving and practicing on the session every day. The live stream is about us practicing and me doing improv and you judging that for what it is and suggesting different influencers that will help us get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert on the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The second thing is basically, or the third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. It's about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X and you helping me by judging that and commenting on that. I'll be making music for myself, for other people, and for individuals who are working on short films. But basically, I save all these videos, so when people don't watch the channel, it can be rewatched in the replay section of my channel. I ask people to like, comment, subscribe to the channel so I can do less of the second and third thing. The second thing is I ask people to donate to my Ko-fi account. It is helpful. You can donate as little as €1 if you'd like, but obviously I would prefer that people just like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's easier that way. The second thing I ask people to do is check out my cryptocurrency account. My cryptocurrency referral links. Again, they don't have, let me see, this is going to say. It has nothing to do with what I'm trying to build here, but it does help out with the channel in the following way. When you purchase cryptocurrency, they offer you perks and benefits using my referral codes, obviously. Whatever perks and benefits they offer you, they will in turn offer me as I'm the referring clients, and that money I'm using to reinvest back into the channel up to $100. I've already made that clear. Lastly, so when people do, again, you have to be age eligible, regionally eligible, and the last thing is when you purchase cryptocurrency, understand you do it at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. And I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I very much enjoy creating cryptocurrency. I'm sharing my passion for guitar with you. I figured I'd share my passion for cryptocurrency with you guys as well in the event that that's something you want to get involved with. Discuss it with your family. Talk about it before you get involved. Lastly, when people don't... Lastly, the easiest way to subscribe to my channel is by subscribing to me across all platforms. Not only just subscribing to me on YouTube, but subscribing to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch are the easiest way to help me grow. The easiest ways to help me grow my channel. Helping me grow those other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. Ladies and gentlemen, one hand washes the other. We're done here today, guys. I want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm going to edit this real quick before I turn off the live stream. Guys, I want to say thank you. I hope that you will be here tomorrow. Happy Hump Day. Those of you who are celebrating Hump Day, meaning it is a Wednesday, which is what they often call Hump Day. H-U-M-P, as in literally like the hump of a camel, or the hump of, I guess I could say Quasimodo in this particular case, because I was talking about how I do that when I look over my guitar fretboard. So, yeah. Thank you for being here. I hope that you will continue to join me every single day. Like I said, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. I'm going to continue to build this thing brick by brick, guys. And with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. I love you. Happy Wednesday. Bye. Are you sure you want to exit? No. I want to hit stop stream.